Welcome back to Realize Your Highest Wealth Potential. I'm Dr. Harold Davis. Have you ever had that feeling, that nagging sense that no matter how hard you work, your money just doesn't seem to go as far as it used to? That the cost of everything, from groceries to gas, is constantly creeping up, while your savings seem to stand still? If you felt this, you're not imagining it. There is a silent, invisible force at play, an unseen tax that is systematically eroding the value of your hard-earned money. Today we're going to pull back the curtain on this force. We're going to talk about the US dollar, inflation, and the reality of money printing. As a financial researcher and a holistic life coach, my goal is to not only show you how the system works, but also to empower you with the knowledge to navigate it. Because understanding the problem is the first step to finding the solution. So what is this unseen tax? It's called inflation. And while the official numbers might say it's a few percent per year, the reality for most of us feels much different. This isn't an accident. It's a feature of our current financial system. To understand why, we have to go back to a pivotal moment in history, August 15th, 1971. On that day, the United States officially ended the dollar's convertibility to gold. In that single act, the dollar, and by extension the global financial system, was untethered from any physical asset. It became what we call a fiat currency. Money backed by nothing more than government decree. This gave central banks, like the Federal Reserve in the United States, a new power, the ability to create money out of thin air. Former Fed Chairman Ben Bernanke once said the U.S. government has a technology, a printing press, that allows it to produce as many dollars as it wishes at essentially no cost. And they have used it. In response to the 2008 financial crisis and more recently the COVID-19 pandemic, trillions of new dollars have been created and injected into the financial system. This is often called quantitative easing, but let's call it what it is, money printing. Now you might think more money sounds like a good thing, but this is where the problem begins. This new money doesn't reach everyone at the same time. It flows first to large financial institutions and the government. This phenomenon is known as the Cantillon Effect. By the time this new money trickles down to the average person, the prices of assets, goods, and services have already been bid up. Your purchasing power has decreased. The value of your savings has been diluted. This is the unseen tax. It's a system that, by its very design, benefits those closest to the money printer and silently punishes savers and wage earners. For decades, this was a game we were all forced to play with rules we didn't write. But now, for the first time in modern history, we have an alternative, a way to opt out of this system, and it's being driven by technology. I'm talking about Bitcoin. And before you dismiss it as just another risky investment, I want you to understand it from a different perspective, as a solution to the very problems we've just discussed. Bitcoin's genius lies in a few key properties that directly counter the flaws of our current system. First, a fixed supply. There will only ever be 21 million Bitcoin. No one, no government, no central bank can create more. This makes it a powerful hedge against inflation. While the supply of dollars is infinite, the supply of Bitcoin is verifiably scarce. Second, decentralization. Bitcoin isn't controlled by any single person, company, or government. It's a global peer-to-peer network. This makes it resistant to censorship, manipulation, and the kind of top-down control that leads to the Cantillon effect. And it's not just Bitcoin. This innovation has sparked a revolution. We're seeing the rise of other proven cryptocurrencies and the integration of artificial intelligence to create a more transparent, efficient, and inclusive financial system. Stablecoins, for example, allow people in countries with hyperinflation to save in a digital dollar, protecting their wealth. AI is being used to create more sophisticated and accessible financial tools for everyone, not just the wealthy. These technologies represent a fundamental shift from a system based on trust in institutions that have repeatedly failed us to a system based on mathematical proof and verifiable truth. Now, hearing all of this, you might feel overwhelmed, and that's a natural response. This is where my work as a holistic life coach comes in. It's not just about understanding the financial mechanics. It's about managing our own psychology. The old system thrives on keeping people in a state of confusion and fear. But you have the power to shift from that state to one of clarity and strategic action. This isn't about betting your life savings on a new technology. It's about taking small, deliberate steps to protect your family's future. It starts with education. By watching videos like this one, you are already taking the first step. Consider learning about a strategy called dollar cost averaging, where you invest a small fixed amount of money on a regular schedule, regardless of the price. This is a disciplined, low-stress way to gain exposure to new asset classes like Bitcoin without trying to time the market. It's about shifting your mindset from being a passive victim of a flawed system to an active participant in building your own financial sovereignty. So let's bring it all together. The financial system we've inherited is systematically devaluing our money through inflation and money printing. It's a hidden tax that hurts ordinary people the most. But for the first time, we have a choice. Technologies like Bitcoin, cryptocurrencies, and AI are offering a new path, one based on scarcity, transparency, and individual empowerment. My goal is to provide you with the knowledge and the tools to make informed decisions for yourself and your family. The great wealth transfer of the 21st century is underway. The question is, on which side will you be? If you found this information valuable, please subscribe to the channel, like this video, and share it with someone who needs to hear this message. And let me know your questions in the comments below. I will read and respond to them all. If you want to find out how you can start protecting your family from these type of issues, I invite you to get my book, Realize Your Highest Wealth Potential with Bitcoin, available on Amazon. Thank you for joining me. I'm Dr. Harold Davis, and I'm here to help you realize your highest wealth potential.